Welcome back to the channel, and if you watch some of my past videos, you might know that I'm a big fan of the inexpensive Gretsch guitars. I think they are a great value for the money, and the premise of this video is simple. Say you don't own a Gretsch, you're looking for a Gretsch, and you're wondering what they sound like. I'm going to compare the stock Broadtron bridge humbucker of this Streamliner Junior Club Jet, the stock blacktop Filtertron pickup, which is also a humbucker but not in the PAF style as most are accustomed to, which again is stock in this G5230T, and a bit of the wild card. This is another Streamliner Club Jet with a P90, and it has a TV Jones Classic Plus aftermarket pickup in the bridge that I put in. So basically, what I hope that this video will accomplish, if you're wondering which one of these guitars of the Gretsch solid bodies you might be looking at you want, would you rather have the Streamliner Club Jet and upgrade it with one of the best known and probably the best known Gretsch style upgrade pickup? Would you rather spend a little bit more for the guitar and get something with the traditional Filtertron? Or would you like to get the most inexpensive of them all with the stock Broadtron humbucker? And let me say in my experience, just because it's the most inexpensive does not mean that it's the worst. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play bridge pickups only, a blind test between these three guitars through a few different amps and some pedals, let you get a very honest comparison between the three, and then you can make up your mind for yourself. So we'll get started with the sound samples, and then we will come back for the big reveal. Okay, before the reveal, I just wanted to say that all those samples were recorded with an SM57, closed mic'd to the various amps, and also, like always, I do not do any post-production editing on any of the sound samples. They are just raw, directly the mic into the audio interface, into the recording device. So I don't optimize them to sound the best they possibly could or to sound professional. These are just directly me playing the guitars with nothing else. So that said, guitar 1 was this guitar with the Broadtron pickup. Guitar 2 was the G5230T with the Filtertron pickup. And guitar 3 was the other Streamliner Junior Jet Club with the TV Jones Classic Plus. All great pickups. You've heard them for yourselves. You can decide which one you like the best. I love them all and think they're all great for different applications. You might be curious about what the neck pickups sound like as well. So I am going to, no blind test this time, just a video of playing the same things really quick with each guitar's neck pickup. Then we will come back for my final thoughts. I hope if you're interested in any of these guitars, this has been a helpful video. In addition to this video, I have individual reviews for all three of these guitars and another similar one to the one with a Bigsby that I sold a little more than a year ago. And again, I think they're all great guitars. This isn't necessarily meant to be a one-to-one comparison of the pickups, because obviously the G5230T has a Bigsby, a little bit different construction. It's set neck. The other two are bolt-ons. But again, it was the premise that you might want to buy this guitar for $350, buy this guitar, the P90 version, for $350 or $400, and upgrade the pickups. I say upgrade because I really love these a lot. Or you might want to spring for one of the more pricey versions, such as the G5230T. I think that's the right model number. The Grestches model numbers are sometimes confusing, but obviously it has a Bigsby and Filtertrons. They also make a very similar model that is a stop tail with these Broadtrons. So if you don't want the Bigsby and you like the Broadtrons, that might be the one for you. I think it's in the 550, 600 neighborhood. Now, for each of these guitars, this one's my personal favorite. It was one of those, if you saw my video about it, I played it in the shop and just loved it from the word go. Better than the stop tail version with the set neck that's a little more blinged out with the Broadtrons. But it's not perfect. As I said in that video, both of the Streamliner club jets, other than the pickups, don't have very good electronics. The switch on this one's not very good. In fact, I really need to replace it because I sometimes have to really jiggle it to get the neck pickup to turn on, and doesn't have much adjustment in the volume and tone knobs. As for the Bigsby equipped guitars, I've owned two. Both have had severe bridge rattles. I'm still debating whether to buy an aftermarket bridge or try to just repair the rattle in the one I have. I will put a link in the description below to a Phil McKnight video about how to potentially repair the rattle. I have not done that myself yet because honestly I might just want to upgrade the bridge altogether. But I'll put that below for anyone who might be interested. So all that's to say that though these are great guitars, they might not be perfect out of the box. But again, for what you're paying for, again, $350 for this, $400 for the P90 version. That exact version would be, with the pickup I put in at $550, or $650 to $700 for the Bigsby version with the Filtertrons and the set neck. Those are, for as fantastic as these guitars are, they are great values, even if you might have to do a little bit of work to them. But again, that's not something that would scare me away. They're very minor quibbles. The only other thing I can think of that might be useful when it pertains to these inexpensive Gretsch guitars would be to point you towards a video by another one of my favorite YouTubers, the Guitarista's channel, which is actually the video I discovered him with was about the Bigsby equipped Filtertron version, and he compares it to a much more expensive, more vintage correct version, and actually likes as a player's guitar, the less expensive one better. So you might want to take a look at that if you're in the market for any of these guitars. So I hope that this was an interesting video. If you have any questions, please leave them below. And until next time, keep on rocking.